In 1997, I landed at the time what I thought was my dream job. After attending a leading design school and interning with a major record company, I landed a job as a graphic designer with a major television station. I was so excited. I was finally going to live my dreams. I found the job fun, exciting, and fulfilling for about 3 weeks. I can still remember the moment when I heard the little voice in my head say, "We cannot do this for 20 years." And as tickled as I was at the thought, every fiber of my being knew it to be true. See, even though I love being a graphic designer, it did not fulfill my ache for fulfillment and purpose. And I didn't know why. Interesting enough, in 1998, Gallup, a consulting firm in America, found that 87% of the global population was dissatisfied with their jobs. 87%. That's a huge number. Are you one of those people? If so, I believe it's because we have purpose inscribed on our DNA. Like inside of each and every one of us is this deep longing for purpose. And I think the reason that most of us are dissatisfied with our jobs is because it just doesn't fulfill that need. And so today I want to give you 5 ingredients for discovering your purpose. And I believe it all starts with a quote by Tom Pattison. So Tom says, "Show me a person who does not know his talents and hasn't developed them for service to others. And I will show you a person who has a little sense of purpose, motivation, meaning, and value." Now, I think Tom nails it with this quote. Besides one little thing, I will make one small adjustment. I would say, show me a person who doesn't know his gifts and his talents and hasn't developed them for service to others. And then I will show you a person who has a little sense of purpose, meaning, fulfillment, and value. So let's start. The very first ingredient to discovering your purpose is your gifts. See, we are made of mind, body, and spirit. And our gifts are to our spirit what our talents are to our bodies. The problem is, most of us don't grow up hearing about these gifts. We all hear about talents, but very few people teach about gifts. Our gifts are the way that our spirit expresses itself. It is the full essence of who we are. It is the way you're hardwired, the way you were born. We all were born with a gift. You have it, I have it, everybody does. And the problem is, most people don't talk about these special gifts that our spirit needs for expression. So I want to just give you a list of a few of the gifts. So there's a gift of encouragement, the gift of faith, the gift of wisdom, leadership, the gift of administration, and the gift of hospitality. Now, don't worry if you didn't hear your gift, because there's a lot more. But these are just a few I wanted to bring to your attention. Have you ever met a person who, no matter what's going on, no matter how bleak the situation seems, they can naturally encourage everyone around them? Well, I believe that person is operating from the gift of encouragement. They can be in a hard situation, but they're going to always find the positive way out. And not only are they going to help get out themselves, they're going to want to rally up other people and help them get out of the tough situation. Those people are operating in their gifts. Then there are those people who are naturally gifted to lead. Sure, leadership can be taught and can be a talent, but have you ever met people who just naturally can get people to come together, focus on a goal, and get it accomplished? And it seems like they can do it with ease. I think those people have the gift of leadership. It's not just a talent. So when you discover your gift, you are one step closer to finding that fulfillment that you're really yearning for so that you can live a life full of purpose. The second ingredient is your talent. Now, I mentioned earlier that we all grew up hearing about talent. Your talents is what you do. So earlier I said the gifts are who you are, well, your talents are what you do. Think of it like this. When you take your special gift and align it with your talents. This is where true fulfillment happens. I think of it like your talents are the vehicles for your gift. So here's an example. I'm no longer a graphic designer. I'm a relationship life coach. I help my clients gain clarity about who they are so they can begin to move into their life purpose. And I do this using my natural gift of encouragement. I attach it to my talent of coaching, writing, and speaking. And then I use that to help people. And this is why I now live a life full of joy and full of fulfillment. So the third ingredient is your identity. Your identity is made up of three parts. It is your values, your passion, and your temperament. See, many times we grow up, or even as an adult, we may wish that we were like other people. But I want you to know that you were uniquely designed with your purpose in mind. So your values are your unique rules about life. Like they're your standards. Is why certain things are so important to you, but not so important to other people. Then there's a passion. What are you passionate about? What is it you're willing to either die for or live for? Like that you'll give your whole life to. When we think about people who are passionate, we may think of people like Mother Teresa or Dr. Martin Luther King. These were people who gave their life to want to make other people's lives better. So I want you to start thinking about that. Like, what are you passionate about? Or maybe who are you passionate about? And then there's your temperament. Are you an introvert or an extrovert? Are you go with the flow type person? Or do you have to have a plan for every little thing? Either way, like it doesn't matter. There's not one way better than the other. But the way you are is what you need to accomplish your purpose in life. So don't deny yourself. Don't wish you was like other people. Fully embrace that part of yourself, accept your identity so that you can use it to help you discover your purpose. Your fourth ingredient are your experiences. So Marshawn Daniels said, there are hidden patterns embedded in our experiences that contain God's direction and intention for our life. So I want you to start thinking about what life experiences have you had? And when you think about those experiences, do they make you better or do they make you bitter? See, many times when we suffer like hardship and painful situations, those experiences can cause us to look inwardly, feel bad for ourselves. But when you begin to heal from that way of thinking, when you begin to realize, okay, yes, this happened to me and I hate that it happened, but I want to be a better person because of it and not a bitter person. You can begin to use those experiences to help other people. And anytime your experiences is helping someone else, you are operating in purpose. And then that's that last ingredient. The last ingredient is who will you serve? Remember in the quote earlier by Tom, Tom says, when you develop those talents, and I say when you develop those talents and gifts for service to others, this is where you find purpose and fulfillment. So who are you going to serve? What are those gifts and talents that you have? Who are they really meant for? What experiences have you had that you know can help someone else? What is your passion? What is your temperament? So begin to think about those things, put everything together. And I promise you, if you do this, this is where you're going to find your life's purpose. So just a quick review. You want to discover your gifts, align them with your talents. Then you want to embrace the fullness of your identity, what makes you uniquely you. Next, you want to begin to look at all of those life experiences that you had that maybe have you decided if you're going to be better because of those experiences or are you going to be bitter because of them? Because when they make you better, you can use them. And then lastly, who are you going to serve with all of these gifts, talents, your fullness and your identity and your life experiences? When you do that, when you move towards accomplishing those things, I promise you, you're going to find full fulfillment because you would have discovered your life purpose. Thank you.